Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be spilling the teas of how you can get your visas in 6 weeks. Yeah, your visa is to United Kingdom or the Europe entirely. So first of all, you need to have a valid passport for at least 7 months. Then afterwards, if you're staying in a foreign country that is not your country of origin, you need to have a resident permit. So you need to get a resident permit. You get your working permit, and that means if you're traveling with a business visa, you need to have your bank statement as well as your your statement of commerce, like your business that you've been going on in the country and all that, to be sure that you pay taxes and all that. So when you have that, the bill of loading. If you have imported some goods before, that means you're going to inspect a particular goods over there in the Europe. So you need to show some evidence of proof that yes, I have a company and I've been running this company for a certain time to a certain time. So you have a statement of account to show that yes, I'm capable and I can handle myself during this journey as well, and as I'm going for a business. So you have your statement account to prove that yes, we have such amount of money ready for this. So that will be it. And after that, you can now go on. You ask the company that you're going to visit to send you an invitation letter. Yes, the invitation letter. Then you process to the site, which you get to get an application, and you fill the application, noting down but your house address is very important. It has to be where you live. Your bank statement has to be up to date. That is to say that there has to be physical funds, because the European countries, they really care about this, your physical funds. Yeah, you have to make funds available, because they don't want people turning into the country and then getting stranded and all that. So you have to make the money available. Then after you now apply for the visa. You let them know that is, you have a valid invitation letter, your bank statement is ready, and then you just couple up everything you have with you and fill the application. You indicate how long you're going to stay is very necessary as well. For instance, if you're going for a business, that's if you are acquiring a business visa, that means the duration should be at least 2 weeks. Probably after inspecting, you might have a few days to check around. But if you stated in your invitation letter that you're spending 2 weeks, and you go on to the application and you write that you'll be spending 3 weeks, you'll be denied the visa, because you are not being specific. So little issues can amount to a lot in this case. So as well as that, apart from that, so if you get that right, then they will now go on to checking your statement of account to be sure that these funds are real. They can even have a contact with your bank in particular to be sure that this client has so amount in the account, so it won't be any case of lying and all that. So that is it. Then after that as well, the person that invited you, I believe the UK embassy is going to contact the person to be sure that this invitation is genuine, kind of. Yeah, so he's going to confirm on his ends, and then you are ready for the journey. So within 2 weeks of visit as well, you shouldn't be carrying so much luggages, because I've seen in some cases some people can carry like 3 or 4 luggages when you are having just 2 weeks invitation for a business meeting. So how will you be carrying so much luggages when you're going for a business meeting that is kind of inspection of some goods or something like that, So it doesn't rhyme. You have to work according to what you're given. So that is it. I believe I'm done with the business visa. But if you have any question, you can link up, drop your message below. We can also help you acquire that. If you want that, we can help you acquire the business visa, as well as student visa, as well as the visitors visa. So now I'll go on to the visitors visa. The visitors visa, is normally both the what they call it, both the business visa, you'll be given 6 months depending in some countries. For instance, the UK, you'll be given 6 months visa, but that 6 months visa doesn't mean you have to stay there for 6 months. Probably you might be preparing and you don't know when exactly you go, but you have to honor that date that have been given to you. That is to say, you don't have to be in the country before the day expires and all that. So when the tourist visa, the requirement, first of all, is the invitation letter that is going to be sent, a valid invitation letter where you're going to stay, who is inviting you. And then the second one, you have to have a valid passport. Just like I said, your passport has to be valid for 6 months, 7 months thereabouts, yeah, of expiration, because you have a 6 months visa. So if your passport is going to be expiring within 6 months, that means the visa will still be there, but your passport have expired. So how are you going to be, the process of renewing and all that is going to be a problem. So you have to have a passport at least valid for a year. So when you receive a 6 months visa, you still have time to come back and all that. So now we move past that. You have a valid passport. Your statement of account is very necessary. You have to have at least a thousand. No, you have to have at least $2,000 in your account. That is to say, you have to have at least 1.2 million naira in your account. That is for the Nigerians. So once you have this particular amount of money in your account, the next step now. I also failed to mention in the previous package your flight. You have to book to and fro, and also if it's required that you book a hotel, you book it online as well, and your time should be stated how long you're staying. So this also applies here. So after acquiring after the invitation letter, your passport has to be valid. Then you get your statement of account. Yeah, that is very necessary. Just like I told you, at least minimum of 1 million two should be in the account. Then the process, you start processing it by attaching the invitation letter. Then now you fill your application. More especially, the young people of this age are not normally granted such visas, except their background check their information is very genuine because of the incidents that have occurred in recent times about Nigerians and all that. So they're having issues and complications of traveling in some certain countries. So you have to have your documents right. Okay, for instance, traveling, you might have a family. You can see in the application there are places that are indicated, like, okay, do you have a family in Nigeria or in your resident country? Are you married? Do you have kids? They want to know if you have ties, like if you have bonds, things that is holding you back here, that you are not coming to stay in their country, that you're just visiting and going. They want to know if you have a genuine business, if you have a work. So normally, the people that are very well granted this visa are people that work and earn salaries. They don't really look at the money in the account, because you could borrow money and put it into your account. But if you are a salary earner, yes, there is an 85% chances that you will be given a visa. So if you are a worker that is earning, for instance, you earn like 400,000 monthly or 500,000 monthly, yes, they will see that you're capable, you can take care of yourself, and at least you have like a 1.2 million as well in your account. So this will help you acquire the visa quicker, because they will see that yes, this fellow can handle himself or herself. So after that part, they'll have to know if you have ties, if you're married, you have mom, you have responsibilities down here that is tying you, that you are holding on to. That is to say, you're going to come back within 2 weeks of your stay in their country. So they have to be sure about some certain things before granting you a visa. Yeah, so that is it. So when you state that down, you have families, you have ties, you're taken care of. Then the next thing will be going for your biometrics. So you go for a quick interview where you submit your passport and all that. So, well, just like I said before, if you need any of these packages, you can link up, drop a message, and I'll be in the inbox. So I'll be replying, and if you need any assistance of any sort, we can help you out. So sorry about that. The student visa is Yeah, this one, the package most of the time is a big loud considering the school fees over there, because sometimes you have to pay part payment. So, but this payment you're paying, if you refused the visa, you'll be refunded. But you have to pay some part payment for your student visa to the school. Then they will send you the invitation letter, which you will take to the embassy. So, these are the requirements. First of all, you need to have your WAEC if you're from West Africa. Yeah, West Africa Examination Council. Yeah, you have to have your WAEC results, which shows that you can speak English language, more especially if you're going to an English school, and they have to see your grades. So when you have good grades, because some schools, they if your grade ain't that good enough, then it's not going to take you. So you have to have good grades. So they will compare your grades and what's next. So you gather all your school papers, as to say, some of the testimonials and all that, and you have a valid passport. Same thing, just a valid passport for a year or so. Yeah, you get your money ready, you pay, because you're going to be staying for some time. And I believe in the student package as well, you'll be given a working permit, that is to say, but you can work for a particular hour, probably 4 hours or so. They are shipped kind of. Maybe you have a total of 10 hours in a week or something like that. So it's normally shipped. I can't really say right now, but probably in the next video I'll give you more hints on that. So that is it. There are better opportunities as well being a student over there, because you can work, you have a working permit. But the tourist visa is no work. Nah, you can't work with that, just visit and go. And the business visa as well is no work. You're just going to inspect the goods and you go. So the student visa, that you can work because you're living in the country, so you can earn some money to take care of yourself. And students as well, there are so many platforms as well that can help you acquire some money, like the student scholarship. There are some online scholarships that go on that you need to search online to find which one is valid, and if you're lucky enough, you get granted from $100 and more, depending on what you have to bring. That is to say, you have to tell your real story. Sometimes it's not really about your GD. They look about they want to know more about you, kind of your personal life, what you've gone through. If they want to give it to the person that deserves it more, so you can bring up your story, how you suffered, how all that, make something nice, make up something good, and I believe you get it. So that is it. So I'll be coming back with more and more on this particular subject, the student visa. For now, I have to go, and I'll see you next time. Please subscribe if this is your first time. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment, and share. Yeah, I believe you all want to jackpot, you all want to travel. So that is it. Nice time spilling the tea. See you next time. Peace.